You ever finish a run and think to yourself, man, I wish I had the paid version of Strava so that I could see the 3D flyover map? Well, luckily, I have a solution for you. Follow me. So, let me show you how to get this Strava flyover effect, but completely for free. You don't need to pay for anything, you can do it as many times as you want. And honestly, I think it looks better and it has more customization and stats compared to the original Strava's flyover effect. All right, let me show you how to do it. So first, you're going to go to your web browser, and in the description of this video is a link to this website. And when you go there, you enter Flyover Studio. This is exactly how you create the flyover effects, but you need GPX data. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to strava.com. You're going to log in, and you're going to go to your activities. And once you find the activity that you want, you're going to click on it. You're going to go to Overview, and you're going to scroll down. Actually, sorry, you're not going to download that. You're going to come up, and you're going to click on the three little dots, and you're going to click Export GPX Data. And once that's exported right there, you can then come into here, and you can click Load GPX Data. And it should be right there. If it's not, then you can just click Show All Files. You can probably go to your downloads or wherever you save it to, and you can just load it there. And that will then show you the exact run. And you can just click play. And well, because this is a loop, it'll be in loop mode. So it plays slowly, and eventually over time you can see it does a full 360 and shows the whole thing. But what if I want to not make it loop mode and instead it follows it? Well, you can come down here to loop and track mode, and you can disable lap mode. Now when you play it from the beginning, it will follow it. And let me come up to camera and environment and just increase the base zoom. So now you can see like all the individual lines and stuff, and you can see it's just following it. And you can also increase the playback speed, so it's super fast. You can increase the pitch. Let me slow this down. You can increase the pitch of this, so it's like if it's vertical, if it's horizontal, basically. The framing of it, so if you want to look like further up and have the runner icon be at the bottom, you can do that. You can have it rotate. Whoa, that's a lot. You can just have it rotate, so it's completely customizable. You can increase the camera smoothness, so if you play this super quickly, you can see that the camera like barely moves, versus if you turn it all the way down, the camera moves it. Let me slow that down. The camera follows it like exactly almost. Oh wait, camera smoothness all the way down. There we go. Versus camera smoothness all the way up. And then you can also, let me slow this down again. You can also increase the terrain exaggeration. So if you want to make it look, and you pause it. If you want to make it look more mountainous, you can. Or if you just want it to be completely flat, you can just turn it to be 0 basically. And you can play it and it looks flat. Or you can increase or decrease the time of day, so it looks to like the actual time of day. So that's what I did in that video that you saw. But what if you don't like the orange look of this, or even like the camera, or not the camera, the runner icon? Well, you can change the route color to be anything you want. And you can also change it so that it's a dynamic trail. So let me change this to be orange. So when you play it, you can see that the trail changes as the runner goes over it. You can increase the route thickness, make it super thin or thick. You can change the color of that one so it looks completely different. You can reset them. I'm just going to reset those. You can also just completely get rid of the trail if you want to. I don't know why you would, but you can. Super customizable. You can even add mile markers, so you can see that where they're always seen. So like that's mile 5, that's mile 10, mile 13. You can change the color of them. You can change the marker size, and just always seen before a runner passes. You can change the avatar and runner. You can upload a custom image. You can change the runner size, thickness, the outline color, the runner color. Also, if you don't have a avatar, you can change the color of that. And then of course you can have loop mode. And okay, special thing about this that is just really cool. Let me just really quickly reset everything. So I'm just going to reload this. I'm going to load my GPX data, and now we're here. Now with loop and track mode, you can increase the lap radius. I'm going to show the lap circle. So that right there is where the camera is going to be circling. So if I play this, you'll see that the bottom of this right here is like where that is. And so if I increase the lap radius, it makes it go further away, or decrease it. And then I can also change it. You can also double click on it and just change it to be like 1, or I guess I'll just do 0.1. You can move it. So let's do 0.001. You can move it to the left, 0.001, or to the right, wherever you want. So that's how I made it just circle on there versus the entire thing in that video. And then once you have everything to your liking and you get close to exporting the video, you can show the mileage, the elapsed time, the pace. Let me turn that off. The heart rate and the glucose level. Let me pause that, and there they are. And you can change the text color of it however you want. You can have it be at the top or the center or the top. I meant bottom. You can increase the HUD size. You can have them so they go vertical, horizontal. You can have them be the left, the center, or the right. You can have them. You can have the background show or not show. Just make that nice white, big. I don't know. I might play it, and you can see everything's changing with the video. And you can, just scrub through it and see it. And then, when you get to intro and outro settings, you can have it show. So let me stop it. So you see how it shows the entire map of the run, and then it goes and shows the runner. Well, if you just disabled that and play it again, it just starts instantly. And when you get to the end, same thing happens. When it stops right about here, it does the outro thing. And you can increase the hold time, you can make it shorter or longer, or you can just disable it entirely. And then finally, you get to the video export. This is where you turn it into an actual video. So I'm just going to label it my run. And you can export in 720p, 1080p, 2K, 4K, or 8K, 24 FPS, 30 FPS, 60 FPS, however you like it. Just make sure if this button doesn't show up, just make sure you have the stop button clicked. And then once you export it, everything will look good. But I haven't explained something. All of this, every single setting here, can be keyframed. That means everything here can be animated. In other words, everything here can just be shown in the final export. It's kind of crazy how many settings and just stuff here you can do. So let's just create something. I'm going to start it not in loop mode. I'm going to add a keyframe to make sure it doesn't start like that. I'm going to come up. I'm going to increase the base zoom just so it looks nice and good. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to play it. Yep, I like it. I like keeping the camera smoothness at 45%. That just looks really smooth. I'm going to turn the vertical framing up a little bit so we can see in front of it. I'm going to increase the playback speed to be like 2. That's not 2, that's 2. And then when we play this, it looks nice. Also, another thing I really like to do is go to route styling, have it be dynamic trail. I don't know, you can just increase this. I'm just going to leave it at the default gray. It looks good. But let's do this thing in the video where the it circled the whole thing, or it showed the runner and then it circled the whole thing and then it circled the middle again. So what I did there is I had it play. I had it go to, made it do 1 lap. And then right here, I added a lap mode keyframe. So that and that are both off. But then right here, by the time it gets to about here, I want it to be in lap mode. So I'm going to enable that. I'm going to add a keyframe. So now, when we play this from here, it's going to transition to, nope, I have to stop it and not play it. But eventually when we get to here, it should transition to lap mode right about here. Yeah. Yeah, so we can see right here, but then also right here, I want to decrease the base zoom. And then we can also like change the vertical framing to be off again. But obviously I didn't keyframe any of that. So right here, I'm going to have the base zoom be all the way up, keyframe that, and start it also there just to be sure. And then right here, I'm going to add a keyframe. I'm going to decrease it so it can see everything. And then same thing for vertical framing. I'm going to have it start right like 120 is good. And then here, add another keyframe. And right here, I'm going to have it just reset. I'm just going to, come on. Right there. Oh, that doesn't matter, right? I'm just going to add another keyframe just because. Don't really need to. You can also just, never mind. But, so that looks good. And I also want to increase the speed, so I'm going to add a keyframe for playback speed. Right here, playback speed. But then right here, I want it to increase to like 10. So I'm going to say 10 and add a keyframe. That's yeah. They're still it's still a little buggy, but that should be fixed by the time I release this video. There, 10. So now it's keyframe. So the speed increases. Should be increased. Yeah, so now it's faster. Circling the whole thing. And then when it gets to about here, that's when I want the track mode to be there, and I want it to be circling on that. So lap radius is fine. I just want to change the lap offset. So right here, I'm going to keyframe that, and then right about here when it goes to it, I'm going to change that to be like 0.2 maybe. Change proxy mode off. Stop. Right there. 0.002. Add a keyframe for that. Increase it to there. And then I want this to go. Add a keyframe for that. I want it to go. Reset it. Nope. Oh dear. Add a keyframe for that, and then do 0.02. That should be good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I guess it increases to like 0.0001. Add a keyframe for that. Yeah, that's good. So now I should go from there to there. And then from here, I can add a base zoom. So that should all stay the same. But then right here, I want it to zoom in. So I'm going to add a keyframe and zoom it in. Not that much. To about there. But then also I want to add a keyframe for vertical framing. Decrease that. Oh, sorry. Reset that. Set a keyframe for vertical framing. Add another keyframe. Change that so it's more centered. And then I also want to decrease the speed. So I'm going to add a keyframe for that. I'm going to decrease it to be, add a keyframe, decrease it to be like 2x. So now when you play this, stop it, play it, come over to here, and now it should move it, zoom in, decrease it, and there you go. You have that. And also, like, for the day-night cycle, I basically just looked at what time I started the run, set it to be that time, added a keyframe, went to the end, changed it to be whatever it was, added another keyframe, and changed it to be whatever it was, and then just throughout the run, it changes the day-night time. So, anyway, that is Flavor Studio. If you would like to use this, there's a link in the description to the website. If you would like to make any changes to the actual code, you can go to my GitHub, which is this. You can go to this will also be in the description, and you can just go to flyover, and you can copy this code, make any changes you want to it, and, you know, share it in the description or something. If not in the description, share it in the comments or something if you make a change, because I'd like to see it. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy.